Welcome everybody to this second Intebinar, organised by Inteb. For those of you that weren't on the first Intebinar, that was diving into the detail of data and benchmarking. And we're now going to move on in this one. We're going to move on to building performance and engagement. This is a subject that's incredibly passionate about, very close to my heart. It's how we move the agenda on from collecting that data to actually using the data, to understanding how a building's performing, what we can do, analysing the data. So all about granular data collection, where that comes from metering. And I know the Inteb guys are going to go into some detail about the metering, the collection of that data, the monitoring of that data, the analytics around it, and then move on to smart technology and how that information can be used. Enough rambling from me. I'm going to hand you over to Spondon, Andrew and Lily, and they're going to go into a lot more detail on this incredibly important area of ESG. Thank you very much, guys.
Afternoon all, it's Andrew here. This is our summary of our agenda for today. Just going to do a very quick, brief recap on our first Intebinar, data and benchmarking. We discussed a lot of points around meters, reporting, UPCs, etc. But the key takeaway was data. If anything, it's the core of everything. As we've got it as the keystone of the arch. Without data, we can't perform most of the tasks that we require to produce a sustainable environment. All our reporting, all our certification hangs on it. So what we're going to do in this seminar is just literally explore further where some of that data is coming from and how we use it. So monitoring and engagement is the first layer, in a sense, of your sustainability journey. So here, looking at the various sources of data for our sustainable future. We can make some gut assumptions, but at the end of the day, we need the data to take us to that next level of sustainability. What we'll find from a property level is the sources of data that we need to be accurate, utility, consumption, and actual utility use. So the consumption can be found in what electricity, oil, gas, PV, wind, or tidal that we use. And the control of that utility by the BMS is how we granularly manage that resource in our properties. Key here is consumption. So energy suppliers have been responsible for some time now to roll out AMR meters with a target of completing this in 2025. This is part of the Energy Security Bill. This extra control, this extra data gives us the flexibility. And as we approach 2050, this flexibility and granular data is needed. The real-time info should in theory save the day from a sustainability point of view. An AMR, or half-hourly meter, will give greater insight to energy usage in a given day, the week, or the month. Existing manual reads, maybe 12 or 24 within a given year. With half-hourly data, this jumps to 17,500 data points, with readings day in, day out, 24 hours a day. The building comes to life and we can see how it's being operated, when the HVAC is switching on, what's been left on, etc. Also, from a sub-metering point of view, we can use certified mid-meters to give accurate readings for recharging tenants, but also for landlord analysis of their services. The longer we look at the data, the more impact we have on what we can do with that and see the exact changes that are happening within the building. So, with 17,500 data points, a spreadsheet, a few graphs, particularly a heat map and a Sankey plot, AMR utility data and sub-metering data, we can move to strategic decision-making at a property level